too close to the penalty area because you've got to get it over the wall and back down again. So it's not going to stop Ali Keita, the Guinea goalkeeper, from lining up his wall carefully. That's exactly what he's doing at the moment. That four-man wall is yet to be pushed back the full 10 yards. Looking at the options for Guinea. No, sorry, for Senegal. It looks like the left foot of Saliou Ciss could be a potential candidate for this one. On the left foot, it is a left footer area, really, on the slightly right. It's just on the edge of that D, at the edge of the penalty area. If you draw that D, we're right on the end of that D, literally a yard or so out. It does look like Saliou Ciss is primed to give this a hit. Having said that, there are two others that are putting themselves forward. Sadio Mane being one, although he's retreated slightly back. The ball has now been placed down. I think it's going to be struck. I don't think it is going to be. It might be. It's a shot in the end by Thiam, and it was poor. It was straight into the wall. Tried to go for the right-footed option. Did Mama Baba Thiam. It was a wasted option because he smashed it straight into the wall. Now Mbaye hits that straight against an opponent, Bayo, but does pick up the loose ball and lifts it towards the halfway line. It's out for a throw-in to Guinea. In fact, it's a throw-in to Senegal, I beg your pardon. Bounassar throws it straight inside to the opposition. Now Naby Keita, quick ball forward. They're not afraid to get that ball forward early towards the pacey duo of Gulavogui and Bayo. Two French-based players. They've got pace and, of course, one or two problems. This isn't the Senegal defence that you would put your mortgage on at the moment. They've shown some frailties in the competition thus far. There's Cisse, rolls it carefully into Bounassar, Bayern Munich. And to Kouyaté, to Thiam. Thiam continues his run down the left-hand side. It's not a good football forward from the left-back position from Saliou Ciss. Straight out of play. And the Lions of Teranga, who didn't impress on match day one, but won with a very, very late goal, have not impressed so far on match day two. 16 minutes almost played. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. This Group B game is certainly primed and ready for an intriguing 90 minutes, of which we've played just 16 so far. Ndiaye, long ball forward from him, that's a waste. Straight over the top and out for a throw-in. Sorry, for a goal kick to Guinea. And it remains 0-0. Malawi and Zimbabwe meet in the other Group B match after this one. And other matches today: Morocco against Comoros and Gabon against Ghana tonight, which should be a good game. And starting to step forward towards the business end of the group stages. This is match day two, the first of the second matches was yesterday. Another win for Cameroon, 2 wins out of 2. They're on their way through. Now the tournament favourites, given that they are on home soil. Smashed over 4 goals yesterday. They were in fine form. It's been headed behind nervously again by Papa Abou Cisse. And another corner for Guinea. They had one early on in this game. And, this is another corner that Naby Keita from the same left-hand side is going to swing in. And he caused all sorts of problems with his previous delivery. What can he conjure up this time, the Liverpool man? Naby Keita in towards the 6-yard box. It was above the head of Bayo, who got the flick on. And once again, I have to say, we're a bit static. Now Naby Keita into the penalty area. Trying to get the shot away, but straight into the arms of Senegal. Balls it out overarm to the far side, left hand side that is, for Senegal. And to Mamadou Loum. Loum back inside again. Certainly it's been an interesting start to the game. Senegal building their hopes up once again down the left hand side. With Mamadou Day. It's away from getting straight into touch, to the frustration of their coach down below us, who waves his arms as if to say, come on, we should be keeping this in play. Remains 0-0. Senegal on the attack, which they haven't been doing much of. The goal kick has been given. His touch came off of Sadio Mane. For a goal kick to Guinea. Remains 0-0. Came back off of the Liverpool man and out for a goal kick. Still 0-0. Forward come Senegal from the halfway line. Mane. Ball to no great effect really. Guinea looking for a bit of inspiration really at the moment are Senegal, trying to get themselves back into a game, and when they've been second best really so far. 20 minutes gone. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. They're giving away another free kick here, Senegal. Foul on Naby Keita. Free kick just inside the Senegal half. Keita feigns to play it out to the left and then just nudges it back inside to Diawara of Roma. And Cisse plays his football in Belgium for Sarang. Build up from the back with Silla. And Sal seeing off Mane with considerable ease and then lifting a good ball out to the left hand side. Silla again getting forward towards the edge of the penalty area, trying to flick it over the defender's head. Naby Keita, who's ended up sprawled on the ground holding his head. He felt he was fouled there, but I think the defender Diallo got the ball. They've cleared it upfield, Senegal, but not for long. They've given it straight back to Ibrahima Conte of Guinea, who slows it down and just kicks the ball out of play because of the injury to his teammate Naby Keita. So it's a chance for the two sets of players to get some drinks on board. Play just coming up to 21 minutes. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. And, it's been it's fair to say it's been Guinea that have been the better side so far, causing one or two problems for Senegal. A couple of free kicks and a corner. A couple of corners, in fact, that have been delivered in, and they've not looked too confident at the back, I think it's fair to say. Senegal, the Lions of Teranga. They needed a late penalty to see off Zimbabwe. Naby Keita's injury is a facial one. It looks like he's just got a crack to the lip. It was a challenge from Cisse, not Diallo. I have to say, the crowd from Guinea today have been dancing since the moment they've taken their seats, and they have been thoroughly entertaining. They've been jigging along, prancing up and down, marching from left to right, and all in sync. It's very good choreography. At times it's more entertaining than the match. Great to see. If you get a chance to have a look at it, the Guinea fans have been sensational. And that's one thing you do get with one or two of these countries in the African Cup of Nations. The colourful fans have been a delight, and the Guinea fans today have made me laugh, I have to say. They've been really good. Great dance, and every time we glance over towards them, and there they go again, they're actually on my monitor at the moment. They're all wearing green, yellow and red striped t-shirts with their flag emblazed on it. It's every man has got that t-shirt on, so they are instantly recognisable, and they are enjoying every moment of this, and their team are enjoying every moment of this too. Not many were pointing the finger towards Guinea as being a powerhouse in this tournament. I think there's a fairly good chance that they'll be in the knockout stages, and with the likes of Diawara and Keita and Mariba, very strong midfield. Who knows what it could bring? It all depends on whether they can find someone to fire the goals. They're relying on two strikers from the second tier in France today. Having said that, Mohamed Bayo has scored 2 in his 6 previous outings for Guinea, so he does have previous. Morgan Guilavogui has yet to score. He's only had 3 previous appearances, so it's a fairly untried duo up front. We're back and underway again. Ali Keita, who hasn't had an awful lot to do, lifts it over towards the right hand side, but it's a poor piece of distribution by the Guinea goalkeeper. Straight out of play for a throw. It's taken quickly. Now Mane down the left hand side, tries to check back. Good defending by Sadou Sow. He puts it behind for a corner. Sow, whose club team in France, Saint Etienne, are having a dreadful season, bottom of the French Ligue 1, looking like they're going to go down this season. I know he has been one of their standout players. It really has been a horrible season for Saint Etienne in Ligue 1 this season. Corner will be slung in by Mane. It's deep delivery as well. Eludes absolutely everybody. Comes back out again on this near side towards Koyate, who made a run into the box, but there were 2 defenders closing in on him, and they drew themselves together like a pair of curtains, and as they did so, Koyate was shut out and the ball went out for a goal kick to Guinea. Senegal 0, Guinea 1, 25 minutes gone on a sunny afternoon. It's a balmy 32 degrees, 40% humidity currently in Bafoussam. Pleased to say this is one of the better pitches. They've come under criticism. Some of the pitches, but this one is seems to be a better one. Certainly the one in the capital where the final is going to be played, cut up good and proper in the opening afternoon on Sunday. Here come Guinea down the left hand side with Guilavogui. Tried to play it inside to his strike partner Bayo. Quickly on the scene to deny any access was Papa Abou Cisse, but his clearance was a poor one. And then Guilavogui snapped it against the defender and out for a throw-in. Throw-in taken quickly by Bayo. Guilavogui finding Mariba. Now Keita pulling the strings up against his Liverpool teammate, of course, today, Sadio Mane against Naby Keita. The Anfield battle out there. And, it's fair to say Keita is winning it at the moment. 0-0. A bit of better side of Guinea. Good start from them. We've yet to see the best of Senegal. They've got to improve if they are to go long into this tournament. And into the box again from the left hand side. It's Isiaga Silla's cross, the Toulouse player. And into the box it went. It was Bayo trying to get there, but it's been turned behind for a corner. Guinea have had 2 corners already in this game. I think it's more of a shot than a cross from Silla. Struck the heels of Cisse and flew behind for a corner. Again, it's Naby Keita to take. His previous 2 have not been attacked very well by Senegal. This one's a deep one. This one was attacked by Cheikh Kouyaté, who goes down injured. Yes, I think it's Kouyaté. He's gone behind for another corner off of Kouyaté's head. Rising in there with him is Mo Ali Camara. He plays his football in Switzerland for young boys of Bern. Fairly young defender, Mo Ali Camara. His 12th international appearance for Guinea. We have another corner. Kouyaté's back to his feet. Naby Keita to take this corner. They're 4th of the game. And the scissor kick was aimed towards goal, but there was no contact with the ball with the scissor kick, and whoever it was that tried to go for it think it might have been Bayo, has ended up being upended in the penalty area by Sadio Mane, and that does beg the question, will VAR perhaps look at that? Let's have another look here. Sadio Mane's just gone down and won a free kick. Just wanted to see if there was any shout for a penalty. No, nothing doing from the referee. Bayo went for the scissor kick, missed the ball, and as he landed he seemed to get squashed by a defender. It wasn't Mane, I think it was Diallo. But a free kick to Senegal. It's on the right hand side up towards the halfway line. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Both teams making 3 changes from the opening day victories that they enjoyed. I wouldn't say Senegal particularly enjoyed that win over Zimbabwe. It was a pretty lacklustre, dispirited display, but they managed to score that 97th minute penalty through Sadio Mane. Decent penalty, about as good as it got for Senegal. It was not a good performance. Here's their goalkeeper, Sene Dieng, continues in goal today with Edouard Mendy still out with COVID. He's due back for the final group game, we understand. Sis forward up towards and beyond the halfway line, and header by Loum comes off a Guinea player, I think it was Cisse, and out for a throw-in. A bright yellow t-shirt down below. Kaba Diawara, the Guinea coach, he's a right character, pacing up and down. He's as animated as they come. Big man with a big presence and a big bright yellow baggy t-shirt as well, with his country's logo emblazed on it. Coming up to the half-hour mark. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. And down goes the fullback Ibrahima Mbaye, fouled by Silla. And this is a free kick 25 yards from the corner flag, and a chance for Senegal to deliver. It's going to be delivered by Bounassar of Bayern Munich. So I've got to hold on for a second because the assistant referee is saying that the defender Silla isn't the full 10 yards, and I have to say he doesn't look it. In fact, he looks closer now than he was when the assistant referee flagged a couple of moments ago. Now they're all lined up at the edge of the penalty area. Let's see what the delivery is like. It's a pretty poor one from Sarr. It comes back out again, struck towards goal from Dia, and he's been pinched off of him by Gulavogui. They then sent it down the line, and suddenly they're away here, Guinea, and they've got men over in the box. Can they make it count? They should do. Oh, good defending. The initial shot came in and it was blocked. It was Mariba, and then Gulavogui went to score, and it was brilliant defending by Seloué Sis, who blocked it on the line. It was 3 against 2, and one pass took the 2 out, and suddenly it became 4 against 2, and the shot from Gulavogui was blocked. Brilliant save by the goalkeeper, and then brilliant defending by Sis. Double chance for Guinea, best chance of the game so far. It's gone behind for a corner that's going to be delayed because of an injury to the brave challenged Sis. The brave challenge from Sis. He's limping heavily. Took a right whack for putting his body on the line. Thumbs up from the medical staff for Senegal. It's going to be launched into the penalty area for the 5th time from a corner kick by Naby Keita. Once they're ready to get underway again, but they're down to 10 men for the moment, Senegal, but they've managed to deal with that corner better than they have any previous one. A header away from Sarr. He was fouled in the process, so a free kick inside the penalty area. It's a foul on Cisse, in fact. Sarr got the header away. 13 minutes to go to half-time. 0-0 in the first of 4 matches taking place today in the African Cup of Nations. And we've got 3 of those 4 covered here, including this one, the early kick-off. So throw-in on the far side, which is the right-hand side as Guinea attack from right to left. It's taken by Sis, back to So, now Kamara. So again. Kamara launches it long, right-footed, up towards the back line of Senegal. It goes over the top of two defenders who don't seem totally certain that they've got it under control. It does eventually run through to Senedieng. It clears up towards the halfway line, and a free kick has been given to Senegal just inside their own half. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. As half-time begins to creep up on us here in Bafoussam at the Kokong Stadium. Again, a sparsely populated stadium. The stadium capacities are limited to just 60% at the moment because of the COVID pandemic, but they're not reaching anywhere near that capacity. There's lots and lots of empty seats in these group stages, but those fans, like the Guinea fans that we're enjoying watching dance around non-stop today, they might not be here in their numbers, but they're here and bringing enormous colour and entertainment to the equation. Here comes the cross from Bouna Sarr. That's a good header away by Seydou Sow. Took over the stock of the situation and whacked it away with a header. Really good defending. Now Bayo, can he turn? He does, but he turns into Kayati, goes to ground, and suddenly there's another chance to break away here with Diawara. Now Keita sends it wide to Gulavagwe, who does look a handful. Gulavagwe, good defending this time by Mbaye, and then out of play on this near side from Silla, so a throw into Senegal. They were tested there, Senegal, by some good midfield play, particularly Naby Keita, and also from Gulavagwe, whose pace is certainly causing Senegal one or two problems. Dia push in the back from Diawara. There's Roma. Free kick to Senegal. They're just coming up to the last 10 minutes of the first half. I have to say, Senegal haven't really created too much so far. That double chance a minute ago, Dieng and Cease both making good blocks to deny Guinea an opening goal. And they got cut open by a very, very productive counter-attack by Guinea, who've been the better side so far. Senegal muster up something as they cross the halfway line. Answer, no. Sarr's flicked forward, cleared away by Kamara, who's happy to just punt it downfield. It's with Cissé, Olympiakos, now Mohamedou Loum. In by Diallo to Cisse, who crosses the halfway line with a bit of power and a bit of purpose towards the edge of the penalty area down the left-hand side. Tried to thread it through. Good defending, though, by Moriba, who got the block in but then caught the player. It's a foul by Diawara, and free kick. Now, a chance for Senegal to conjure something up from shooting distance. It's wide of the D at the edge of the penalty area. And it's a chance. Foul was on Cease, brought to ground by Diawara. And this is a shooting opportunity potentially. As I say, left of centre, so it's very much a right footer. It's a good 28 yards, 26, 28 yards from goal. It's wide of the goal frame. For drawing a picture in your head. But it is a shooting opportunity, nonetheless. The referee trying to get the ball a full 10 yards. And he does manage to do so. Four-man wall now has a job to do. Looks like this time it's going to be a right footer from Salai Cease, even though a left footer might be the more opportune moment, but it's played in towards the 6-yard box. It was more of a cross, and Papa Abou Cissé couldn't get there ahead of the defender, and Conte's put it behind for a corner. Corner to Senegal. Still 0-0. No real troubles, they dealt with it amicably. Bouna Sarr to take the corner. It's going to be an outswinger from the Bayern Munich man. Swings it outbound. It's a good clearance by Sal. Throwing taken quickly by Bunassar, who took the corner. Side to Mbaye, tries to launch it towards the edge of the penalty area. Coyote moves it, and then he's penalised. He's not penalised, actually, he's gone back for a flag from the assistant referee, and there was an offside in amongst it all. And back a free kick to Guinea, taken quickly by their goalkeeper, Ali Keita. Much forward to the path of Bayo. Bayo tries to flick. Gulavegwe wins it well. Not wide of him is Silla. Silla leaves it for Keita. And Naby Keita is penalised for holding on to a Senegalese player. The referee comes dancing across very quickly, the Ethiopian referee. He was going to get out the yellow card, such was the nature in which he sprints 20 yards to the scene. And then he just makes a gesture free kick and moves on. And those Guinea fans continue to dance the afternoon away. They'll certainly be sweating in this 32-degree heat. It's not dancing weather. Free kick is given to Senegal just inside the Guinea half. With a better 10 minutes, Senegal. But having said that, they haven't really created much so far. Foul from Seydou Sow. Hauled down Malababa Thiam. Rugby-style challenge. Free kick has been taken quickly and it's been put straight behind for a goal kick. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Guinea will feel slightly aggrieved that they're not ahead here because they had a wonderful chance just a few minutes ago. Mariba and Gulavegwe both denied by goal line blocks, one from Dieng, the goalkeeper, one from Cisse, defender. Really, really good counter-attack, and it opened up Senegal. Defensively have been anything but solid. There's a nervousness about the Senegalese defensive unit. Not too much fluidity about their attack, but they're on the attack at the moment. Ball down the left-hand side towards Sadio Mane. Good defending though by Sadio Sow, who's done a good job on Mane so far. Now a weaving run from Ndai, gets to the byline. Did that go out of play? No, says the referee. It's turned forward by Kamara. And then the header won by Bayo. He's back there helping out his midfielders, one of the two strikers. Wide on the right-hand side with Mbaye. He can't control. And neither could Naby Keita. So it's a throw it to Senegal. Midway inside the Guinea half. 4 minutes to half time. 0-0 in this Group B encounter. One win apiece after one game. Could tie up qualification for the last 16 with a win. Been one back in the midfield, Coyote. He's given it away with a loose pass, and now there's a chance to get forward by Mariba. Good play again though by the former West Ham man, now Crystal Palace man, Check Coyote. His long legs winning it back off of the midfielder Eliax Mariba, who'd made a good run forward. It's back to the goalkeeper Ali Keita. He's been the less busy of the two goalkeepers. Masterson, shot stopper. Headed forward by Lou. Now it's at the feet of Salai Cisse. His free kick a couple of minutes ago. Almost finding teammate Cisse in the box. Down the line towards Lou. To Cisse. That's with Diallo. Long ball forward from him. Flicked by Diar. Didn't lack any conviction at all. It's back with Guinea. Clear through Sal. Through Cisse rather. As they clear it, Senegal then clear it first time upfield through Diallo. And it's back again with Kamara. It goes back to his goalkeeper. Ali Keita gets it clear. No relation to Naby Keita, by the way. Goalkeeper. This is a good jinking run from Silla into the penalty area, tries to get the shot away from the meanest of angles. And it strikes the defender Ibrahima Mbaye on the back of the ankles and trickles behind for a corner. It's another corner to Guinea, who've been causing one or two problems with these deliveries from the flags. To be on their toes here, Senegal. They don't want to be conceding right on half-time. Here comes the corner. It's a deep one again, trying to find the head of the tall Ibrahima Konate. He doesn't get a touch. Kayate does. He's gone away for another corner with 2 minutes to go to half-time. I think Senegal were pre-tournament favourites. They've not set the world alight so far. They're slightly lucky to still be 0-0 in this contest. Guinea have asked more questions of Senegal than as Senegal have asked of Guinea so far. In comes the Naby Keita corner. An outswinger this time. Very nearly fell on the volley to Gulavogwe. It's cleared away, but the shot does eventually come in from a long way out from Isaga Silla, who is a fullback. Has scored twice before for Guinea in over 60 appearances, and that one was nowhere near becoming his third international goal. Flew over the top of the crossbar with not too much conviction. No problems at all for Seni Dieng, who's going to take this goal kick. The Queen's Park Rangers goalkeeper decked out in a rather bright pink outfit today. So we glance across to the fans of Guinea and Senegal, both dancing away. It's a sight to behold. Like a dance-off. It's almost more competitive than the game on the pitch. But here come Guinea. They've been pulled back because of a foul by Ibrahima Cissé, which has awarded the free kick to Senegal for a foul on Kayate. Time is very close. 0-0 as we hit the 45-minute mark. Just waiting for the fourth official down below us to confirm how many minutes to be added on. The answer is 1. It's been pretty non-stop. Long ball forward by Senegal, and that's easy for Ali Keita. Comes out to the edge of his penalty area, leaps up in the air and grabs the ball without any challenge. Easy for the goalkeeper, then rolls it out in front of him. He can kick it from the floor. It's being closed down by Mane, so he speeds up his delivery downfield. This one straight onto the head of Sarr. Kayate, with his long legs, clips the second ball away. Keita has the presence of mind to lift the ball long into the challenge, back to his goalkeeper from the halfway line. And Keita down the left-hand side. It's a scooped ball forward by Mariba. Interesting one as well. Cleared away by Papa Abou Cissé. Half-time whistle will go any minute now. We've played nearly that 1 minute is nearly up, and that's all that's been indicated by today's fourth official from Guatemala, Mario Escobar. There's a chance for Mane into the penalty area. Good challenge coming in on him. It was an excellently timed challenge by Ibrahima Konate to win the ball. And that's a foul on Mariba. And well, there goes the half-time whistle. And well, Senegal have been anything but convincing. Slightly lucky perhaps to not be behind that wonderful double block from Dieng and Cease to keep out Gulavogwe and Mariba. At half-time, it's Senegal 0, Guinea.
The footballing action continues for you on this service on a Thursday.
Here are your latest sporting headlines. I am Tom Hill. 7-time Olympic gold medalist Jason Kenny has been made a knight. Here are your latest sporting headlines. I am Tom Hill. 7-time Olympic gold medalist Jason Kenny has been made a knight, and his wife Laura, a 5-time Olympic champion, a dame in the New Year's honours list. Jason, who's now 33, became the most successful British Olympian at the Tokyo Games. 29-year-old Laura, the joint most decorated female athlete for Team GB. US Open champion Emma Raducanu becomes an MBE. Some Adam PT and OBE. Tom Daly receives an OBE for his services to diving, as well as LGBTQ plus rights. 27-year-old Daly became a household name from 14 and finally became an Olympic champion in Japan, alongside Matty Lee, who also becomes an MBE. There were other awards, the likes of Kadina Cox, Flora Duffy, Kirani James, Jodie Cundy, in what was a successful haul for some of Britain's brightest stars at the Olympics and Paralympics. Elsewhere into news in football, Antonio Conte has warned that it will take some time in the January transfer window to turn his side into the Premier League top four challengers. Conte is planning a meeting with Chairman Daniel Levy and footballing the managing director Fabio Paratici to discuss the plans for January, having made his initial assessments on his squad. The Italian has been vocal about extra quality being required despite uplifting in their performances from the squad to go from mid-table to potential top four challengers. He says, though, there's no real fix that will see the club make ground on Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United by the end of the window. Elsewhere then, and Declan Rice is a player that David Moyes wants to build his team around rather than sell. He plays his 150th Premier League game for the Hammers when they visit Crystal Palace on New Year's Day. Rice has built on his Euro 2020 performances, attracting England's leading clubs, but his contract runs until 2024 with the option of another year. Moyes said, Declan's under a long contract, so from that point of view, we've not got a big panic on. We've no intention of selling him. My job is to keep building the club and level up. Elsewhere, and Brentford have signed former Huddersfield and Everton goalkeeper Jonas Lossell on an initial loan from Danish side Midtjylland. The Bees have an option to make the deal permanent, which would trigger a contract through to the summer of 2023 for the 32-year-old Dane. The first choice keeper David Raya is still sidelined with a long-term knee injury he sustained in October. Jack Cancelo is also planning to play this weekend for Man City and is part of the squad, despite confirming he was injured in a robbery. The 27-year-old suffered cuts to his face after attempting to fight off a gang of 4 intruders at his home. The medical staff have assessed the Portugal international and cleared him to play at the Emirates. Into news in American football, and Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins has tested positive for COVID-19 and will miss Sunday's must-win game against the Green Bay Packers. He is reportedly unvaccinated and was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list for the second time in 2021 after he was also in the NFL's health and safety protocol during the pre-season in August. And finally, into news in cricket, Kieran Pollard will return to captain the West Indies in their upcoming white ball series against England and Ireland. He missed the recent tour of Pakistan, and because of a hamstring injury he suffered at the 2020 World Cup, he will now though return to try and get his team to victory. That's all then for the latest headlines. We'll have more news later. Here are our latest sporting headlines. I'm Tom Hill. 7-time Olympic gold medalist Jason Kenny has been made a knight, and his wife Laura, a 5-time Olympic champion, a dame in the New Year's honours list. Jason, who's now 33, became the most successful British Olympian at the Tokyo Games. 29-year-old Laura, the joint most decorated female athlete for Team GB. US Open champion Emma Raducanu becomes an MBE. Some Adam PT and OBE. Tom Daly receives an OBE for his services to diving, as well as LGBTQ plus rights. 27-year-old Daly became a household name from 14 and finally became an Olympic champion in Japan, alongside Matty Lee, who also becomes an MBE. There were other awards, the likes of Kadina Cox, Flora Duffy, Kirani James, Jodie Cundy, in what was a successful haul for some of Britain's brightest stars at the Olympics and Paralympics. Elsewhere into news in football, Antonio Conte has warned that it will take some time in the January transfer window to turn his side into the Premier League top four challengers. Conte is planning a meeting with Chairman Daniel Levy and footballing the managing director Fabio Paratici to discuss the plans for January, having made his initial assessments on his squad. The Italian has been vocal about extra quality being required despite uplifting in their performances from the squad to go from mid-table to potential top four challengers. He says, though, there's no real fix that will see the club make ground on Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United by the end of the window. Elsewhere then, and Declan Rice is a player that David Moyes wants to build his team around rather than sell. He plays his 150th Premier League game for the Hammers when they visit Crystal Palace on New Year's Day. Rice has built on his Euro 2020 performances, attracting England's leading clubs, but his contract runs until 2024 with the option of another year. Moyes said, Declan's under a long contract, so from that point of view, we've not got a big panic on. We've no intention of selling him. My job is to keep building the club and level up. Elsewhere, and Brentford have signed former Huddersfield and Everton goalkeeper Jonas Lossell on an initial loan from Danish side Midtjylland. The Bees have an option to make the deal permanent, which would trigger a contract through to the summer of 2023 for the 32-year-old Dane. The first choice keeper David Raya is still sidelined with a long-term knee injury he sustained in October. Jack Cancelo is also planning to play this weekend for Man City and is part of the squad, despite confirming he was injured in a robbery. The 27-year-old suffered cuts to his face after attempting to fight off a gang of 4 intruders at his home. The medical staff have assessed the Portugal international and cleared him to play at the Emirates. Into news in American football, and Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins has tested positive for COVID-19 and will miss Sunday's must-win game against the Green Bay Packers. He is reportedly unvaccinated and was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list for the second time in 2021 after he was also in the NFL's health and safety protocol during the pre-season in August. And finally, into news in cricket, Kieran Pollard will return to captain the West Indies in their upcoming white ball series against England and Ireland. He missed the recent tour of Pakistan, and because of a hamstring injury he suffered at the 2020 World Cup, he will now though return to try and get his team to victory. That's all then for the latest headlines. We'll have more news later. Here are your latest sporting headlines. I am Tom Hill. 7-time Olympic gold medalist Jason Kenny has been made a knight, and his wife Laura, a 5-time Olympic champion, a dame in the New Year's honours list. Jason, who's now 33, became the most successful British Olympian at the Tokyo Games. 29-year-old Laura, the joint most decorated female athlete for Team GB. US Open champion Emma Raducanu becomes an MBE, Summer Adam PT an OBE. Tom Daley receives an OBE for his services to diving, as well as LGBTQ plus rights. 27-year-old Daley became a household name from 14 and finally became an Olympic champion in Japan, alongside Matty Lee, who also becomes an MBE. There were other awards, the likes of Kadina Cox, Flora Duffy, Kirani James, Jodie Cundy, in what was a successful haul for some of Britain's brightest stars at the Olympics and Paralympics. Elsewhere into news in football, Antonio Conte has warned that it will take some time in the January transfer window to turn his side into the Premier League top 4 challengers. Conte is planning a meeting with Chairman Daniel Levy and footballing the managing director Fabio Paratici to discuss the plans for January, having made his initial assessments on his squad. The Italian has been vocal about extra quality being required despite uplifting in their performances from the squad to go from mid-table to potential top 4 challengers. He says, though, there's no real fix that will see the club make ground on Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United by the end of the window. Elsewhere then, and Declan Rice is a player that David Moyes wants to build his team around rather than sell. He plays his 150th Premier League game for the Hammers when they visit Crystal Palace on New Year's Day. Rice has built on his Euro 2020 performances, attracting England's leading clubs, but his contract runs until 2024 with the option of another year. Moyes said, Declan's under a long contract, so from that point of view, we've not got a big panic on. We've no intention of selling him. My job is to keep building the club and level up. Elsewhere, and Brentford have signed former Huddersfield and Everton goalkeeper Jonas Lossell on an initial loan from Danish side Midtjylland. The Bees have an option to make the deal permanent, which would trigger a contract through to the summer of 2023 for the 32-year-old Dane. The first choice keeper David Raya is still sidelined with a long-term knee injury he sustained in October. Jack Cancelo is also planning to play this weekend for Man City and is part of the squad, despite confirming he was injured in a robbery. The 27-year-old suffered cuts to his face after attempting to fight off a gang of 4 intruders at his home. The medical staff have assessed the Portugal international and cleared him to play at the Emirates. Into news in American football, and Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins has tested positive for COVID-19 and will miss Sunday's must-win game against the Green Bay Packers. He is reportedly unvaccinated and was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list for the second time in 2021 after he was also in the NFL's health and safety protocol during the pre-season in August. And finally, into news in cricket, Kieran Pollard will return to captain the West Indies in their upcoming white ball series against England and Ireland. He missed the recent tour of Pakistan, and because of a hamstring injury he suffered at the 2020 World Cup, he will now though return to try and get his team to victory. That's all then for the latest headlines. We'll have more news later. Here are our latest sporting headlines. I am Tom Hill. 7-time Olympic gold medalist Jason Kenny has been made a knight, and his wife Laura, a 5-time Olympic champion, a dame in the New Year's honours list. Jason, who's now 33, became the most successful British Olympian at the Tokyo Games. 29-year-old Laura, the joint most decorated female athlete for Team GB. US Open champion Emma Raducanu becomes an MBE, Summer Adam PT an OBE. Tom Daley receives an OBE for his services to diving, as well as LGBTQ plus rights. 27-year-old Daley became a household name from 14 and finally became an Olympic champion in Japan, alongside Matty Lee, who also becomes an MBE. There were other awards, the likes of Kadina Cox, Flora Duffy, Kirani James, Jodie Cundy, in what was a successful haul for some of Britain's brightest stars at the Olympics and Paralympics. Elsewhere into news in football, Antonio Conte has warned that it will take some time in the January transfer window to turn his side into the Premier League top 4 challengers. Conte is planning a meeting with Chairman Daniel Levy and footballing the Managing Director Fabio Paratici to discuss the plans for January, having made his initial assessments on his squad. The Italian has been vocal about extra quality being required despite uplifting in their performances from the squad to go from mid-table to potential top 4 challengers. He says, though, there's no real fix that will see the club make ground on Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United by the end of the window. Elsewhere then, and Declan Rice is a player that David Moyes wants to build his team around rather than sell. He plays his 150th Premier League game for the Hammers when they visit Crystal Palace on New Year's Day. Rice has built on his Euro 2020 performances, attracting England's leading clubs, but his contract runs until 2024 with the option of another year. Moyes said, Declan's under a long contract, so from that point of view, we've not got a big panic on. We've no intention of selling him. My job is to keep building the club and level up. Elsewhere, and Brentford have signed former Huddersfield and Everton goalkeeper Jonas Lossell on an initial loan from Danish side Midtjylland. The Bees have an option to make the deal permanent, which would trigger a contract through to the summer of 2023 for the 32-year-old Dane. The first choice keeper David Raya is still sidelined with a long-term knee injury he sustained in October. Jack Cancelo is also planning to play this weekend for Man City and is part of the squad, despite confirming he was injured in a robbery. The 27-year-old suffered cuts to his face after attempting to fight off a gang of 4 intruders at his home. The medical staff have assessed the Portugal international and cleared him to play at the Emirates. Into news in American football, and Minnesota Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins has tested positive for COVID-19 and will miss Sunday's must-win game against the Green Bay Packers. He is reportedly unvaccinated and was placed on the reserve COVID-19 list for the second time in 2021 after he was also in the NFL's health and safety protocol during the pre-season in August. And finally, into Newton cricket, Kieran Pollard will return to captain the West Indies in their upcoming white ball series against England and Ireland. He missed the recent tour of Pakistan, and because of a hamstring injury he suffered at the 2020 World Cup, he will now though return to try and get his team to victory. That's all then for the latest headlines. We'll have more news later. Here are our latest sporting headlines. I'm Tom Hill. 7-time Olympic gold medalist Jason Kenny has been made a...
Goes begging. He might be left to rue those chances later in the afternoon. And they certainly should be leading. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Let's quickly run through the two teams. Senegal in goal for Senegal. We've got a back four of Mbaye, Cisse, Diallo and Ciss. A midfield three of Sarr, Coyote and Loom. And then the three-prong attack of Mama Baba Tiam, who's coming in, one of three changes, Sadio Mane and Boulaye Dia. They've got an increase to 9 on the bench, including Nampalys Mendy, who's back from injury from Leicester City. For Guinea, they've got Ali Keita in goal, back three of So, Kamara and Conte. Silla and Cisse are the two wing-backs. Mariba, Diawara and Keita. Naby Keita of Liverpool, of course, in the midfield. Guilavogui and Bayo in attack. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. 2.5 minutes gone in the second half. And it's as you were in this African Cup of Nations Group B match. Both of these sides winning their opening games. Can they make it 2 wins from 2? Good win back as well from Cisse. And they move through the gears in midfield. A little pull back there against Naby Keita from Chekiate. Two Premier League players that have come into confrontation before, both on international and domestic level. Keita with a foul on the Liverpool man Keita. Free kick taken quickly. Here's Keita carrying the ball forward down the left hand side. He's got an option to the outside of him, but it's an overhit pass towards Silla and it runs away for a throw-in to Senegal. It was good play in the midfield area. It prompted the attack. It's a silly foul, really. It didn't need to be made. Hit by the pass from Naby Keita, frustrated with himself more than anything else. His coach, Kabadiawara, certainly be seen from a mile off in that bright yellow t-shirt that he's got on down below us in the technical area. Clear their lines. Dia back to Mbaye. Mbaye's long clearance over the halfway line up towards Sadio Mane. He's trying to chase down Conte. Ibrahima Conte plays football for Niort in the second division in France. Run well in the air by the defender Papa Abou Cisse. And a foul on the halfway line on Sarr. Buena Sarr, Bayern Munich. He's flattened and remains on the ground. It'll be a free kick to Senegal, and in fact Diawara is going to receive the game's first yellow card for that challenge on Buena Sarr. Caution. After a cautionless first half comes just 4 minutes after the restart. It was a stretch. He got a little bit of the ball, perhaps a shade harsh, and caught. I don't think that's a yellow card. That's a poor decision from the referee. He's got the ball. and he's followed through and caught the ankle of Saar. That's part of the contact sport. That's not a yellow card, that's a poor decision by the referee. Referee today, by the way, is Bamnik Tessima from Ethiopia. The officials have, of course, come under scrutiny for all the wrong decisions so far in this tournament. And that was a poor decision to give a yellow card against Amadou Diawara of Roma, making his 20th appearance today for Guinea. Here's Lou for Senegal. Forward up towards the halfway line. It's beyond Sadio Mane, picked up by Conte. Conte into Naby Keita. He's been the go-to man for Guinea, just like his Liverpool teammate Sadio Mane is for Senegal. Little face-off between the two of them today, and Keita's winning this one. I thought he had a free kick there. Instead, he's run the ball out as he goes to ground on the far side, and the throw-in has been given. There's another tussle between the two number 8s, Naby Keita of Guinea and Cheick Kouyaté of Senegal and Crystal Palace. Senegal have given the ball away again though. Conte, well, that's a great play to see him off of Sadio Mane. Good, confident defending by Ibrahima Conte. Now Ibrahima Cissé. It's from Belgian side Serang. Scored once in his 13 previous outings in the green, red and yellow of Guinea. Moving forward, stabbed away by Silla for a throw in to Guinea. Still 0-0. Still all to play for. Senegalese managed to win the ball back and get it up towards the halfway line. A clearance from Diallo, finding Mane. Mane carrying it and sending it wide towards the left-hand side. This is picked up by Mbaye. Back again to Sis. Takes to the ground. That's a free kick. Foul. Sis. Pulled down as he tried to get beyond Cissé. That Sis against Cissé battle is an intriguing one. Free kick then to Senegal. It's over on the left-hand side, this near side. They're attacking from right to left as we look in this second half, Senegal. First time to get the ball into the box in this second half. It's, 30 yards from the corner flag on the left-hand side. It's going to be Bouna Sarr to deliver up towards the penalty spot. Oh, that's a big, big chance, and it's been scooped wide. Well, arriving on the back post was Deer. And as he came round, it came straight through to him, but it just flew. How do I paint this picture? It just flew as he goes and sticks out his kicking leg, his knees up in the air, and it flies between the bottom of your arm and the top of your knee, and in that little no man's land, out of his reach, agonisingly, and out for a goal kick. But that was a dangerous ball in by Bouna Sarr. The best chance of the game so far for Senegal, but they couldn't take it. It's their turn to be wasteful. Now here's Naby Keita towards the edge of the penalty area, left-hand side, scoops it into the penalty area. No one really there apart from Sis. Sis plays it up into the midfield area for the midfielder Loom. One of 3 changes for Senegal today. And one back by Silla. Silla's actually been penalised for a foul on Bouna Sarr. A free kick to Senegal. There's coach Alain Cissé. He's out barking out the orders. Coach with those distinctive dreadlocks and a baseball cap on and a white Senegal branded t-shirt. Casually dressed, as are both coaches today. Free kick then. Beaten into the box and wide from the header. Diallo. Sadio Mane was lurking as well, the Senegalese captain. It's gone behind for a goal kick. It was a decent delivery by Sarr. It was Mane, in fact, that got the header, not Diallo. The wrong way round there. One back by Senegal. A bit better with their pressing now. Trying to get forward with Mbaye. So Mbaye's moved further up the pitch in this second half. And Senegal have gone with a back three. Certainly Mbaye, who played right back first half, it's more of a left winger now. And that gives them more scope to get forward. In comes the ball, that's a great header and a good save. Beautiful, beautiful ball into the box on the left-hand side from Cease. And on the end of it was Abdou Diallo, up from the back, the Paris Saint-Germain defender, and it's a good save by Ali Keita. It's the first save he's had to make in this game. Tips it over the bar. Corner then to Senegal. 10 minutes into the second half. It's taken short. Back again with Loum. To Cease, back to Loum. Takes a step back and then swings it in towards the back post. Carefully watched wide by a string of three red-shirted defenders and the goalkeeper. There was no one really there for Senegal, and it was not a bad ball in, just no one attacking that area. It all come to the near post. That's a great save by the goalkeeper, by the way. We're looking at the replay of the ball being tipped over from the camera inside the goal, and it's a great readjustment just to fingertip it over the bar, because that looks a goal, all ends up. Really good save. Really good save. Super header by Abdou Diallo. Got everything on it. Powerful, pacey. The one thing it wasn't was either side of the goalkeeper. It was straight above him. He still had to readjust and make a super save. And I think if there's a save of the tournament, that will be in amongst the front runners. That was that good a save from Ali Keita to keep his side in it. Really good stop to keep out Diallo. Senegal starting to beat the drum more so than they have all afternoon. It's another long ball down the middle of the park towards the on-rushing Sadio Mane, but it ran ahead of him and straight into the arms of Ali Keita. Keita with the clearance upfield. One back mode by Chekiate. Taken down on the chest by Thiam. To Loum. Cisse again. Loum beats his way into the box and tries to get the cross in, but he's got a corner. The shot was from Boulaïdia. The Guinea defenders have gone to the assistant referee as a unit to say, come on, that's a goal kick, that's not a corner. He's blasted that one straight out. It's not come off of Diawara at all. But it's a decision's been made. In comes the corner. The corner eludes everyone. It's going to be retrieved on the left-hand side by Mane. Slows things down on this near side. Sends it back to Salai Cease, who's then upended by Moriba. And Moriba, I thought for a moment, it's another one of those 20-yard sprints by the referee that usually coincides with another brandishing of a yellow card. It was just a block by Eliax Moriba of Leipzig. No more. Senegal fans behind the goal in which Senegal are attacking is continuing their dancing and their singing. They've had some atmosphere. There's a lot of empty seats in these stadiums, but they've had some atmosphere. Added some atmosphere, I should say. Here's another chance to deliver a dangerous free kick in from the left-hand side. The last one from a very similar range on the left-hand side from Bounassar was very dangerous. What's this one got in store? Can't get it over the three defenders in a row at the edge of the box. One of them being Comoros, who heads it away. And now a chance maybe for Guinea to attack. It's back with their full-back, it's Yaga Silla and Diawara of Roma. Now Conte's had a very good game in that defence for the home side, for the Guineans, the red side. It's going to play for a throw-in. But the throw-in hasn't gone Guinea's way. It's gone the other way. It's gone to Senegal. So Ibrahim Cisse's throat is actually not worthy. Big smile on the face of Kaba Douawara, the Guinea coach. He'll be very proud of the way that his team have applied themselves so far in this game, or on the hour mark. It's Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Senegal have had probably their best 10 minutes of the game so far. Coming up to this point of the game. Can they make it count? Really good header from Diallo, almost opening the scoring. Here's Mane into the penalty area, right hand side, turns to face the defender and then hooks across deep towards the back stick. He's headed back across again. That's good defending by Kamara to thwart Dia. And then there's a coming together between a couple of players. I think Mamadaba Tiam was one of the players that was remonstrating with an opponent. Naby Keita is in the thick of it. He's in the thick of most things. He's certainly got an opinion. He's been told to go away by the referee, Bamlik Tassima from Ethiopia. It's a man down for Guinea. That's Mohamed Ali Kamara. 0-0 is how it remains. And if it stays this way, Senegal scored in the 97th minute in their first game against Zimbabwe, so don't rule out anything late in this one just yet. If it remains the same, then both teams would have 4 points, and you would think, depending on the outcome of Malawi against Zimbabwe later on, I think these two have got enough to go through as the top two in this group. Senegal and Malawi in their last game. Zimbabwe against Guinea to come as well. Here come Senegal. That's a little shirt pull there. Referee plays a good advantage. And there's Mane, and it's a good shot that was blocked. Comes out to Dia. He gets a shot in eventually. It's within range of goalkeeper Ali Keita, who gets down and makes the stop off of Mamadou Loum Nday's shot. It's got the Senegalese fans to their feet. Actually got the shot in. Forcing a comfortable save from the goalkeeper. We'll see. Smaller crowds in the African Cup of Nations this tournament. It's probably somewhere in the region of 6,000, I would imagine, here today. Naby Keita's won the ball back really well. Plays it up to Gulavogwe. He was loose in his passing. And now suddenly there's a chance for Sadio Mane to get forward on the right-hand side for Senegal. Up towards the penalty area. One touch was just slightly loose, and he allowed Conte to snap in and take the ball off of him. Very good defending by Conte. He might play football in the second tier in France for Nyon. There, he was classy in the way that he took the ball off of one of the prime offensive players, I should say, not defenders, offensive players in Europe. Here he is again, Mane, skipping forward. This time he's brought down from behind, and the referee brandishes a yellow card to Naby Keita for a foul on his Liverpool compatriot Sadio Mane. The way in which the referee sprinted 5 yards, reaching for the pocket, and then theatrically lifting the yellow card into the air. And Naby Keita joins his teammate Amadou Diawara on a yellow card. Well, Senegal 0, Guinea 0. 65 minutes gone. Keita now needs to tread carefully. So plenty to say to the referee as well. One word out of place now. Guinea could be in big trouble. They don't want to lose. Go-to man Naby Keita. In comes the free kick. It's a great ball in. It's a good header again by Ibrahima Conte. the big defender, wriggled his way into space and helps it behind for a corner. He's had an excellent game, as Ibrahima Conte has been really impressive. Behind for a corner. This is where Guinea have got to be careful. It's almost been a game of two halves without being a game of two halves. Guinea's certainly the best side in the first half. Senegal has certainly been better second half. Here comes the cross from Sis up in the air, headed back down by Dia, but he can't get beyond Silla, and helps it forward to Naby Keita. He's checked by Kayate, and then one back by Bayo, who then goes down, and the referee, that's another unorthodox sprint towards the incident and waves a free kick in the direction of Guinea. 25-30 yards from goal, wide on the left hand side. Here comes the first change, and it's going to be Iliax Moriba, the only midfield player who hasn't got a yellow card, and he's going to be replaced by the usual captain, Ibrahima Sori Conte, who comes on to make his 54th appearance for Guinea. Scored 4 goals in that time. Add a little bit of spice to the midfield, an engine. Not just energise Guinea in an important area of the park. This is football in Israel for Benai Saknin. He's going to take this free kick almost immediately in towards the penalty area. Good strong header away by Papa Abu Cisse. Cisse then approaching it again, flicked by Dia, and then down the line from Sarr. Bouna Sarr looks up, tries to slip it down the line towards the on-rushing Sadio Mane, but it's good defending once again by Conte and Silla. Here's Silla. They've had 50.4% possession, Guinea. They've had slightly more than Senegal. Really, the stats are so close. Here's Sadio Mane, good turn in the midfield area, gets past Diawara, who's on a yellow, he needs to be careful. It's been sent out wide, it's a brilliant touch, and it's a shot that's been clambered wide, and that's a big miss from Bouna Sarr. And a man of his calibre who plays his football week in, week out for Bayern Munich. He cuts inside from the pass from Sadio Mane, and instead of using his left foot, he tries to prod it home with his right, and he's pulled it well wide, and it's a poor miss. And the Lions of Tirana, well, they should have been ahead. A couple of the fans dressed in fancy dress as lions. There's a couple of fans there with drums, but Sadio Mane opened it all up there for Diawara. Use your left foot! No, he's used his right, and he really has to use his left foot, and if he does, it's a goal. Midway point of the second half, 0-0 still. Senegal have been the team creating the chances in the second half, as where in the first half it was Guinea that were asking the big questions. 0-0. The point would not be a disaster for neither side, especially if Malawi and Zimbabwe were to draw later on. It would mean they are both pretty much through as the top two, if they can just see out their last match without losing. So not a bad situation to be in. Even if they lose, they're still in strong contention. There's something bigger riding on that final game. Here's Keita. Lovely ball forward. Trying to step past the challenge of Diallo as Bayo, but Diallo done very well. It's fed forward by Kayate. And here's Mane down the right hand side for Senegal. Mane down by the corner flag, looks up, gets the cross in, flicked towards goal by Dia. With Sal right behind him, he was unable to get the purchase he would have liked. And it's gone out, in fact, for a throw-in on this near side. The nearest to touches didn't actually take it towards goal at all. Throw-in to Guinea. Still holding Senegal 0-0. Both sides will look back on chances. They could have perhaps gone ahead. 0-0. It's probably just about right. When you put these two on the scales, they're pretty much matching one another pound for pound. Sit there with the possession a couple of minutes ago, 50.4% possession for Guinea. And here come Senegal into the penalty area. It's a great chest down from Boulaye Dia, but brilliant defending by Mo Ali Kamara, who got in quickly and got the challenge in on the Villarreal goal scorer. Struggling to find goals for his country, Boulaye Dia. His fans continue to dance the afternoon away. We're into the last 20 minutes. The two teams coming over for a well-earned drinks break. Didn't actually have one in the first half, but the heat of the afternoon hopefully has allowed both sets of players to come over to take on the fluids. Here we go again for the last 20 minutes. Fans are just enjoying the occasion. They're dancing both sets, full of colour, red and yellow and green everywhere. Countries both have the same colours, red, yellow and green. Beat their drums, they fly their flags, and they enjoy their football with a smile on their face. It's a big event. One there with a saxophone. Some in fancy dress, some in their country's colours. It's red, yellow and green everywhere. It's a great sight. You've got to take your hat off. The tournament is yet to really get going. It's been criticism of the referees, criticisms of the pitch, criticisms of some not great games so far, it has to be said. I've seen a couple of less than inspiring ones. This one hasn't been too bad. 0-0. Two very evenly matched sides. We know that a draw won't be a disaster, and a win would pretty much take them into the last 16 without any need to worry about the last game in a few days' time. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. Corner for Senegal. In it goes. Punched up in the air by Ali Keita. We'll come back to the corner taker, who is Ibrahima Mbaye. Couldn't get it back in again. It's instead cleared away for a throw-in, which will be taken by Sis. And below us, Senegal 8 attempts on goal, 2 on target. Guinea 4 attempts on goal, 1 on target. The possession stats have now swung slightly in favour of Senegal, 50.1% possession against 49.9% from Guinea. That's how even it's been. It's a long ball forward from Conte. He's gone straight out and played for a throw-in. I think he'd done that deliberately. I think he kicked it out deliberately because of an injury. And that's another break in play. Later today we've got Malawi against Zimbabwe. Another game in this group, and then Morocco against Comoros, Gabon against Ghana. Plenty of action to look forward to as Diallo gets ready to come on. Habib Diallo for Mama Baba Tiam, who goes off. So first change for Senegal. Habib Diallo came on in the first game. He Strasbourg winger. Can play through the middle as well. Fresh pair of legs going forward. Started the first game with Kita Balde. Cagliari is the third attacking option. He's on the bench today. He's been dropped. He didn't have a particularly good game against Zimbabwe, to be honest, and so far he's not managed to make it onto the pitch. Papa Sarr of Tottenham Hotspur is on loan at Metz at the moment. The 19-year-old youngster is also on the bench for Senegal today, as is Leicester City's Nampalys Mendy. Sarah Mendy promoted to the bench today. And Senegal welcome a couple of players back. There's Kouyaté. That's a goal kick. That was terrible from Kouyaté. 25 yards out, wide on the right. He's got to slip the ball down the line. There's no one there. He's put it straight behind for a goal kick. It's pretty poor. So, still this game awaits its first goal. Senegal 0, Guinea 0. We've played 75 minutes at the Koikong Stadium in Bafoussam. A yellow card has come out against Kouyaté. Not a good 30 seconds for him. That poor ball that I criticised him for a moment ago. Now he's been shown a yellow card for a late challenge on Naby Keita, which has left him on the floor. And the free kick to Guinea. They haven't created much since the early stages of the second half. It was a clattering elbow into the side of Guilavogwe's face. In fact, it wasn't Keita, it was Guilavogwe. He stayed down for some medical treatment. There's another break-in play here. The last 10 minutes or so, we've had quite a lot of disruption with the drinks break, and the referee held up the game for another few seconds because of a man going down. And now Guilavogwe has had some treatment. Senegal fans dancing behind the goal away to our left, the goal in which they are attacking. They're in all white today, Senegal. It's the red shirts, yellow shorts and green socks of Guinea. Lifted in towards the penalty area. Headed down was from Silla. So the referee's whistle has gone after the clearance from Diallo. It's going to be a free kick to Senegal with 14 minutes to go. Wide on this near side, Salou Ciss. He's had a bit of a shirt pull from behind from Guilavogwe. It will be a free kick to Senegal. And there's still time, and Senegal left it late, of course, didn't they, to beat Zimbabwe with that late penalty. They're yet to score a goal from open play. Haven't had too many chances. They have created the better chances in the second half. Long ball forward from Habib Diallo, has got straight behind for a goal kick to Guinea. Here comes another change for Guinea. It's going to be Mori Konate to come on for Diawara. Diawara of Roma. He's on a yellow card. So Mori Konate, midfielder, dropped from the side today. Comes on. Plays his football in Belgium for Saint-Trinense. Goal kick then to Guinea. 12 minutes plus, I would imagine at least 4 minutes of added time with all the stoppages we've had. Good win by the Senegalese defender Salou Ciss in the air, returning it back into the Guinea half, but it's headed away for a throw in. Senegal rolled down the line by Cisse in the left back position. Ciss again. Referee calls for a foul on Ibrahima Cisse. Free kick to Senegal. It's all a bit disrupted at the moment. Can't help but feel that both sides have settled for a point, but they'll be happy with a point. And they're not overexerting themselves to go and find all 3 points, although it would be nice if they could find a winner. It does mean that they are pretty much in the driving seat when it comes to the final match, and you would expect these two to see off Malawi and Zimbabwe in the final group games. So 11 minutes to go, and a throw in which is going to be taken by Ibrahima Cisse of Guinea, deep inside his own half in the right back position. It's a stooping header forward by Ciss. Back again to Keita. Weaves up towards the halfway line, rolls it down the line intelligently to Bayo. Bayo comes inside trying to find Gilavogwe. It's good defending this time by Diallo. Bargains his way forward, and now Cisse. That's a good play by Cisse. And the referee, what's he given here? Well, down went Dia. And it's a foul by Silla, and Silla's the man getting the yellow. At first there, I thought he was given the free kick against the front man, Boulaye Dia. But it wasn't, it was the other way round. And foul by Silla. He's now been shown that yellow card. And free kick in a dangerous position. Just outside the penalty area, right of centre. Here comes a change for Senegal. And that change will see an introduction of Lopi. Comes on to replace Boulaye Dia, who's just been fouled for this free kick, and that was the last of his action. So that Habib Diallo will go straight down the middle, and Joseph Lopi will then go to the right, plays his football in France, as do so many of the players out there in this game this afternoon. Plays his football for Sochaux in Ligue 2. Four-man wall with one additional player lying down behind it. That one additional player is the captain, Ibrahima Conte, who's just come on in the last 10 minutes or so. We've got three primed to take this free kick. They've had a free kick on the left, which was taken by a left footer, a free kick on the right taken by a right footer, when it kind of favours the other way round. It's their tactics, so they chose to deal with it. Buenassar is going to take this one. Again, it's a right-footed effort from the right-hand side, and he's curled it straight out of play for a goal kick. It's nowhere near the goal. It's a poor free kick for the Bayern Munich man. He's had a couple of chances in the second half. It's a terrible free kick. He's lofted that one well over the top of the crossbar. Still 0-0. 8 minutes to go. In the African Cup of Nations, Group B, Senegal and Guinea, if they were to stay 0-0, would be sharing top spot with 4 points. At the moment, Malawi and Zimbabwe both on 0 points. Of course, someone somewhere between those two will be picking up points later when they meet in the game that kicks off in a little over an hour's time. It's 1-1, 0-0, and these two would be 3 points ahead, and you would expect them to be able to see out those last games and go through first and second. Of course, third place does give you a chance of qualification. The best 4 that finish third, that's 4 out of 6 third place teams will go through to the last 16. Senegal 0, Guinea 0, 7 minutes to go. Brought down well by Conte. Where is it out? I've got Ibrahima Conte and Ibrahima Conte. 2 players playing in the same team for Guinea. Here's Keita. Good ball forward. Might just get the return. He skips it into the penalty area and then goes down. Referee says get up. And it's cleared away nervously by the Senegalese defender Abdou Diallo for a throw-in on this near side. And Naby Keita is furious with the referee. And in turn, Papou Abou Cisse is furious with Naby Keita for wanting a free kick. Well, if there's anything in that, then surely VAR would pick it up. And that would be the logic anyway. But Keita is still arguing, and he's got to be a bit careful because he's on a yellow card. So it's going to be a throw-in to Guinea. 6 minutes to go. He's not had any indication that VAR are looking at it. And now he's given his version of events back to Keita, who's still going at the referee's ear. Throw-in to be taken by Cisse, just inside the Senegalese half, down the right-hand side. Given away in the midfield area by Konate, the substitute. They win the ball back and they've won a throw in here. With Guinea, Ibrahima Cisse. One of 3 Ibrahimas out there. And 2 Mohammeds. A couple of Alis as well. It's a good long deep ball into the box. Senegal claiming the ball well and then running to the edge of his area and rolling it carefully out to Bunasar. He's got some space to run into. Up towards the halfway line. He's then met by Silla. Silla fouls him. He needs to be careful. He's on a yellow as well. Free kick to Senegal. He tried to take it quickly, but Silla was standing over the ball. As I say, he's on a yellow card, so he quickly realises the situation. If they do take it quickly and kick it against him, he could be off. So he runs away quickly into his left back position. It's hooked long forward by Abdou Diallo. Paris Saint-Germain player plays it straight down the middle and straight at Ali Keita in goal for Guinea. We're into the last 5 minutes. It's Senegal 0, Guinea 0. And Group B, looks like the top 2 will be these top 2. But hey, you know what? Malawi were to beat Zimbabwe later. Go for it against Senegal in the last game. Who knows? Comes the attempted cross. There was a couple of little shouts of handball from the cross by Isaiah Silla. Nothing coming of it. It's going to be a throwing down by the corner flag for Guinea. It's going to be a breaking play here because it was going to be a change, but no, the referee said no, get on with it. Ready? The substitute's not ready yet. There's Conte. Nice little ball forward by Konate. And into the penalty area it goes. Mo Ali Kamara with a good distant header away from just on the edge of his own 6-yard box. And that is a crashing challenge at the edge of the box by Salou Cisse, who's gone straight through the back of Naby Keita. Well, he doesn't need a second invite to verbally give his opinion on all and sundry. Naby Keita. And that was a terrible decision by Salou Cisse to go straight through the back of Keita. It's a free kick now to Guinea, right on the edge of the penalty area, just right of centre. That one we thought might have been a handball a couple of moments ago. Just having a look at the replay, it smashed the face of the defender and not the arm. So quite rightly, no handball, despite the virulent appeals from Kaba Diarra, dancing away like one of the fans down in the technical area down below, asking for a penalty. Now, can Naby Keita fire a winner here? It's just slightly right of centre. It's just outside the D at the edge of the penalty area. And Seni Diang, the Queen's Park Rangers goalkeeper, has lined up a 4-man wall plus an additional player lying down behind. There's a 5th player away from the wall to the left of it. Here comes the effort over the crossbar. And it was Ibrahima sorry Conte. And it was a sorry free kick, I'm afraid to say. The anguish on his face tells the story. He should be doing better there. I thought Naby Keita was ready to rifle one and go for power. Then along came his captain, sorry Conte. It was poor. Heading up to the 90-minute mark, 2 minutes to go plus injury time. There will be additional minutes added on. A drinks break and a couple of injuries. Not to mention a few substitutions. Two changes from each side. I wouldn't be surprised to see at least 4 minutes added on once these final 90 seconds of the 90 minutes are done and dusted. They've got another free kick here, Senegal, wide on the left-hand side. They've had a couple over here on a similar kind of range, wide on the left. They've both been shunted in by Bunasar. One of them was a very dangerous free kick. Here he comes again, Bunasar. Interesting ball in. It's flicked on by Diallo, and then eventually goes behind from Cisse for a goal kick. And it remains 0-0. We're into the last minute. And if anything comes of this game, and it's not 0-0, it'll be courtesy of a very, very late winner. Just like the game on Monday involving Senegal, when they needed a 97th minute winner to see off Zimbabwe. Can they do it again today? Double change coming up for Guinea. Silla is coming on. And, Sar's coming off, and Keita Balde's coming on for Nigeria. And there's been a couple of changes for the Guineans. So didn't actually see. Nobody Diallo was one of them. Keep a close eye on that, just get confirmation of what's happened there. Yes, Mo Salah is on for Guilavagua. 3 minutes of added time. I thought there'd be more. Diallo on for Guilavagua. He's actually had a good game leading the line for Guinea. He's watched carefully behind by Seydou Sow for a goal kick. He was tripped in the process by Keita Balde. Still 0-0. 3 minutes of added time, of which we're nearly a minute into. Ali Keita will take this free kick for Guinea. Launches it long, right-footed from the right-hand side of his penalty area. Finds a teammate as well. It's flicked on by Conte. And back on the halfway line by Senegal, and they win themselves a free kick. Foul on the recently introduced substitute Keita Balde. And a chance to get forward. And they left it late in injury time in their first match. Are they going to do it again? Is Lightning going to strike twice? Adventurous ball forward, but that's an excellent header away by arguably the man of the match on the pitch today, Ibrahima Conte. I think it's been a good performance from Naby Keita from Guinea as well. Very quiet Sadio Mane. He's not got into this game as much as he would have liked. Frustrating afternoon really for the Senegalese captain. And his 82nd appearance for Senegal. 26 goals in that goal that he scored at the weekend with a late penalty. They could do with one right now. Here is Mane, but he just managed to slip as he went to play the ball through, and that allowed Guinea to clear. He cleared it a long way downfield. Out of the area came Seny Dieng, and he just managed to turn it back into the box and pick it up in the nick of time. He knocks it long downfield, but from one goalkeeper straight through to the other. And we've played nearly 2.5 minutes in stoppage time at the end of this one, and by my reckoning there might just be one last chance to get forward, and it's going to be with Guinea down the left hand side. Can they create anything? It's Bayo driving down the line and winning a corner. No, goal kick, says the referee. No arguments really from Guinea, and it does look like these two are going to share a point as the referee looks at his watch and gets ready to blow his final whistle. The 3 minutes virtually up. Both sides have had their chances. Guinea had the better of the first half. Senegal had the better of the second half. Big chance